Good morning, every pony. This is We Are Borg with Ponyville Live, and we are here at Brony-Fest in Lewisville, Texas, just outside of Dallas. And I am here with the voice of Soarin. How about you introduce yourself to everyone?
Oh, wow. Well, thank you very much. It's great to be here in the great state of Texas. And yes, my name is Matt Hill, and I am the voice of Soarin on My Little Pony. So here we are, day 2.
Soarin, while didn't have much appearance in the show, he's got some screen time shots. In the fandom, though, he's a much loved character.
Yeah.
And how was the Brony stuff hit you in?
You know, when I was actually had a panel yesterday, and it was interesting because I was asking them, why me? Like, why, like I haven't been in the show that much. And they all they're like, that's part of fandom, I guess. It's just something happens. And, it quickly dispelled, the myth that maybe, I'd done this epic performance that, they just had to get more of. But they said it was, I don't know, just I guess something that sparks in the character that, that people enjoy watching or hearing or whatever it is. I think it was the pie line myself.
The pie line.
Yeah, I think it was the pie line. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Crazy!
Are we crazy?
Crazy! Let's just roll with it.
Well, we are a little crazy actually
Yeah,
now
yeah.
that we think about it. The Bronies here. But
You are passionate, is what it is.
we are passionate.
I think that's more of a, because to be honest with you, I haven't seen any crazy people, and I've met a lot of people. Yes, there's people that take things to the extreme, but I'm also an extreme endurance athlete, and so some people would look at what I do as extreme. I see it as the same. It's the same thing. Everybody's passionate about what it is that they do, like that. You know? Yeah.
There's you were actually a runner.
Yep.
You've done a lot of running.
Done a bit of running.
All over America,
Yeah.
from what I've heard.
Yep. Canada and America, across the continent. Well, we did a circumnavigation of across Canada and around the perimeter of America, like if I was 2008 and 2009, on a run tour called Run for One Planet. So it was all to inspire environmental action,
Nice.
one step at a time. So
One step at a
Yeah.
time, quite literally.
Yeah. So it was, so that's why I say when you say like what's my experience been with, say, here at Brony-Fest. Unbelievably welcoming, supportive. I was told last night because we had a pie, not a contest, but we had a pie. We had a private pie.
You would have won that.
Pie party. That's what it was. But it was really cool. It was humbling again that I get to spend time with people who, for whatever reason, something I did with my character or whoever they animated it or whatever, they like what I'm doing, and they said, welcome to the Brony Club, and so I'm now an official Brony, and so thanks for having me. It's an honor, though, because again, it's being welcomed into a sort of, I believe it's like a nation of people that, you all have the same thing in common, because in this case, you're all fans of, a really great show that I think, if Rich didn't say it, it's like, it's probably the closest to like another show that I got to work on a few years ago now, Ed, and Eddie, that kind of had that same worldwide appeal. And I think it, for a little bit different, they're two completely different types of shows. But it's the same sort of thing in terms of like the fans being so interested, because I think they really everybody feels like they're one big, large community, instead of, say,
Absolutely.
in anime, where it's a whole bunch of different shows. This is like an army of people that love one show. I think it's brilliant.
We are Legion, resistance is futile.
Yeah, exactly. We are coming to a town near you. Yeah.
You, as you said, you did Ed, and Eddie, and you were actually the voice of Ed.
I am the voice of Ed. Yes, I am. How's my level? Is that okay? Okay, great. Yes. Yep, me and Ed have been friends for a long time. Yep.
I definitely grew up with Ed and Eddie.
Did you?
That was definitely one of my
Nice.
favorite shows,
Nice.
for real.
Yeah.
So how does your fans as Soarin compare to your fans as Ed and Eddie? Although you might find that they're mostly one and the same.
Totally one and the same. Yeah. No, I mean, talking. I had a panel yesterday, and that was the cool thing. It's like, because they'd be like, there was one gal that she'd said, I thought was brilliant. She goes, I realized it was you doing Soarin by the way you were doing your eating sounds when I was, when I was eating the pie, right? After I was like, my pie, and then you saved my pie, and then I'm like, eating the pie. She goes, that's Ed. Oh my God, that's Ed. And, then she, I guess, waited for the credits. And so, they both kind of live in the same house. Mind.
Your mind.
Yeah.
Ed talks to you all the time.
Ed talks to me a lot. Oh, yes. Me and Ed are great friends. Yep. Absolutely.
I actually had the pleasure of meeting Amy Keating Rogers.
Oh, cool.
Who was the creator of Soarin.
Uh-huh.
And Soarin is actually named after her son.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you.
And
that's really cool.
She told us that she was writing and that she really wanted a good Pegasus name that said something fast.
Yeah.
She was just running through all these names, and
Yeah.
Soarin just kept like, oh, that's the name of my son.
Oh, that's
and
so
she was
cool.
really worried because this is like the first draft.
Yeah.
And she was really worried that they might change the name because it goes through the script goes through so many people and so many processes that things can just change. And she was delighted when the show came out.
That's so cool.
And the character was still named after her son.
Yeah.
And
very cool. I like that. Well, it's kind of neat because I was asked a question yesterday. How did I get the part? What was the process like? And I was saying that I had just come back from our run around North America, months before, and in Vancouver where I do a lot of my work. We're like one big happy family as well because we've all known each other for a long time. We've worked together for years.
Yeah.
The director that does the Vancouver end of directing, knew me because he also directed me on Ed, and Eddie and a bunch of other stuff. And I personally think that it was because he knew me as a person. And that I was an extreme athlete, and so Soarin, is an endurance athlete, extreme athlete pony, and my energy levels and this and that. I thought it's kind of cool. So it's neat to learn that the writer wrote this part after her son, So it's neat. I like when things like that, happen, and because I didn't actually audition for the part because of the recommendation from the people up in Vancouver, from what I'm told. That's how I was able to start doing the role. So it's good.
Soarin is definitely fits your personality quite well. He's a fan of blue as well.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that? I know. I kind of feel like I'm blue geeking out today because I actually realized that I've got a blue shirt on and I have new blue shoes and stuff, but that's okay. And I swear to God, I didn't mean this to happen. It happens.
So, tell us, how is your con experience so far? You've been to a lot of cons before. For
been a couple, yeah.
Comic cons for Ed and Eddie and some of your other voice work. How's your Brony-Con experience going?
My first Brony-Con experience has been nothing short of stellar and brilliant and absolutely amazing. And I actually didn't think that it was going to be anything but, because again, I've been really blessed. I've had great experiences in terms of, fans. I believe, we're all the same. We all have to eat. We all need to breathe. We all need love. We all need shelter. We all need,
absolutely
everything. And so the way I look at it is it's another chance to have a lot of human experiences.
Yeah.
And sure, you also have to remember that there's extreme ends of both of those experiences. I'm also, because I like to get up and train in the morning and stuff, so you won't see me at a convention just hanging out till midnight and all that, because I got to get some sleep, and because because I take it as it's part of my job,
right?
As I wouldn't be invited if I didn't get that job in the first place. And so to me, it's also part of being a professional in what I do. But at the core, man, when I'm here, it's I'm here, and I just love the fact that I get to meet. I call it sort of like my rock and roll tour. I get a chance to become friends with a lot more people. So yeah,
That's cool.
It's a great honor. So thank you for having me. It's a cool. I love Brony Nation. Thank you.
Speaking of having you, we'd love to have you back on the show. We'd love to see more lines for Soarin.
You really like me?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. If you could talk to the writer.
Oh yeah.
Can you talk to the writer?
Maybe
You guys could. You have the power.
That's right. We have to
Say,
we'll have
bring
to talk to
Soarin
Amy.
back some more. Give him 2 more lines, even. That's great. Yeah. No, I mean, because I'm so lucky. I mean, God, look what I get to do. It's all my peeps up in Van. We've all known each other for like 20 plus years, and we've all grown up together. It's
That's pretty cool.
It's really cool. Yeah. It's and there's a whole new crop of new voiceover actors that are coming in on the shows as well, and so it's kind of cool. I never thought that in my 25 years of doing this business that I'd be going like, well, I feel like I'm a like a well-traveled soldier. It's but that literally I had that epiphany at Christmas when we had our agency Christmas party, and I was meeting all these new clients, and all of a sudden I realized, man, I'm one of the old timers. I've been around for a while, and stuff, but I plan on being around for a lot longer. So it's it's good. That's good.
That's cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, thank you for joining us.
My time is up already. Wow, it's okay.
Oh, do you have more to say?
I don't know. You got more to ask?
What other shows you worked on?
Ooh, well, Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've got a new one coming out called Shizao.
Shizao.
Yeah, which is about a young gentleman. Shizao. It's actually pretty funny. It's a young guy who gets superhero powers.
Oh yeah.
However, the catch is that these superhero powers were intended for his sister. Okay? But when the power of transfer took place, he stole the ring that was meant for his sister and he put it on himself because he wanted to be a superhero. So now he's a superhero, but every time he gets called out to be a superhero, he turns into a chick who's a superhero. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
It's actually pretty whacked and crazy and fun. And I play a character named Maz, who is his sidekick, who's a little, again, there's a little bit of Ed in everything. Stop that. There's a little Ed in everyone, I think. Well, in me, that's for sure. Because, I remind myself of that all the time. Like sometimes when I'm laughing or whatever, it's, a little bit of Ed just jumps in there. So that's good. But, I've done... the last movie I did was with Jackie Chan, Shanghai Nights. That was a few years ago, but I'm excited because there's some cool irons on the fire right now with projects that are happening, and
very exciting.
Can't really say the thing yet, but stay tuned. So yeah,
cool.
Very excited.
Very exciting.
I am a very lucky guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you
for joining us here at Brony-Fest. This is Matt Hill. And We Are Borg with Ponyville Live.